What's up, folks? How are we doing today? Doug here, as usual. Did the first Jurassic Park movie, did the second Jurassic Park movie, so figured why not move on to the third one. I've heard pretty bad things about this movie, so that bodes well, I guess. Because I had heard decent things about the second one, and that movie was fucking terrible, so if normal, regular jackoffs are saying that the third movie is bad, then it must be utterly horrendous, and I'm here for it. I'm excited. So let's get started. Ripley Universal logo. This isn't your grandma's Universal logo. Oh my god, they're really trying to bring the edge, aren't they? Restricted? Are they talking about this island, or are they talking about the copy of this movie that I'm watching?
But not too close, eh? You don't want to be eaten.
Maybe he does want to be eaten. You don't know. Ah, the mist. I mean the fog. Uh-oh. CGI Thulu got them. Are we having another plot hole, dead people on a boat, dinosaurs attack them, but we don't understand how moment? Oh my god. That didn't look too bad. I like how they zoomed up on the boat and, like, you know, got the scary music to really make it seem like this, you know, boat going at 25 miles per hour and hitting a couple of rocks is like a massive disaster. Wait, you got kids and shit? What the fuck, man? I thought you were all about the single life. Come on, man. I thought you were about that pull-out game. Come on. You should be all about pulling out, Dr. Grant. I'm disappointed in you, Dr. Grant. What? Ah. Oh, Dr. Grant, you dog. You did pull out. You really pulled out. You pulled out of the relationship. Good for you, buddy.
Say my name. Is my name Alan?
And of course we have a bird in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
You guys catch up.
Did that bird, I'm thinking about birds, did that baby just like cut out immediately?
You guys
Who did her hair? Does her hairdresser hate her or something? What the fuck is that shit? Dr. Grant seems to me like the kind of guy who can really pull off a tweed suit. I know this isn't tweed that he's wearing, but I think that dude would look good in tweed. What can I say?
They were able to hunt in numbers and coordinate their efforts.
Just like birds.
There's much more to discover.
God, all these people are pulling out too. Dr. Grant just has that effect on people. He just makes them pull out. Standing ovation. Standing ovation. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come.
InGen did at Jurassic Park is create genetically engineered theme park monsters.
And I am pulling out of that situation.
No force could get me on that island.
Except another sequel. Oh god, this hair. Dude, just go bald. Come on, just shave it all. Oh, of course, just like the first movie, they have to have a shot of a dinosaur with a rotating camera.
I can never tell what's rock and what's bone.
I got a bone right here for you. Come on, come on, come on! Sorry, that's...
Smooth.
You're so charismatic, generic white dude.
Dr. Grant.
Yeah, doing the bone thing again, Billy, huh?
The computer breaks it down to thousands of slices, and this thing sculpts it.
So it's a 3D printer, basically. So why is this thing not in a laboratory? Why is it in the middle of the desert? It's got to take up a lot of power. And it's probably quite fragile, too. I mean, it's not the kind of thing you just transport around on a whim. He's like, yeah, that's great. Please stop.
Kirby Enterprises.
Terrible sunglasses.
You have dinner with my wife and me this evening?
And then a threesome later.
We'd love to.
Oh, terrific.
God, Billy, why are you such a narc? Let's have dinner in this random biker bar. There really wasn't an Applebee's anywhere could have gone to? Fucking TGI Fridays?
I've made a lot of friends in high places. In this case, the Costa Rican government.
Is the Costa Rican government considered a high place?
And I have no intention of being on my own with these people.
So it's going to be a foursome instead of a threesome.
So how do you know the Kirbys? Through our church.
Steven Seagal.
Alan.
In all fairness, that is how crazy dreams are. Talking dinosaurs. Yeah, no, they keep doing this thing where they film through fog, but like it gets in front of the camera too, so you're literally just looking at fog for a minute. It's pretty weird. So yeah, they don't have permission to go here, obviously. But I would imagine that the government would have people posted way far away from this island. Like, I have to imagine if you get like within 100 miles of this island, they'll know about it. You're really telling me that you just like walked up to the fucking front door and that's when they sent the message, oh, you're in restricted airspace?
My God, I forgot.
I forgot how beautiful birds were.
Will you tell your wife to stop making that noise?
Yeah, she's a screamer.
Cooper's a professional. He can handle himself.
He's a professional copywriter. That doesn't help. Hey guys, hey, thanks for waiting for me. It's Washington, D.C. all over again. And of course they're all okay, because it's a plane crash in a movie, not a real life plane crash. Yep, no one's even bleeding. Makeup looks great. Of course, you're stuck in a tree just like the first movie. No, it's probably best to be inside this metal tube. Dinosaur's not gonna fucking eat that. Oh god, these universal rides are really getting realistic. How about you get the fucking gun, my dude? If you had your seatbelts on, this wouldn't be a problem. And of course, no one's hurt. No one broke their neck or broke any bones at all. That was good. No animal would do this. Even the most aggressive animal wouldn't just like straight up attack a giant piece of metal. Like, it would sniff it and kind of like play around with it at first and kind of see what's going on and maybe take a little bite, see that it doesn't taste good, and then just leave it alone.
It's okay, it's dead.
Aye. Yes, and that makes sense too. The dinosaur left its food that was just lying there, wasn't running away, for a couple humans. And this is like the first part of the movie we've had that hasn't had any music. Has anyone ever seen that fossil of the two dinosaurs fighting? I think it's like a T-Rex and a Triceratops. Or no, not T-Rex. A raptor and a Triceratops, I think, fighting. It's pretty damn cool.
No. Please don't. Stop. Please.
What?
It's time you did some explaining, Mr. Kirby.
Did we just get into a scene like halfway through? It looked like they had already started a fight or something. We specifically saw they radioed the plane and said, you're flying in restricted airspace, you know, blah, blah, blah. So even if they did let them get that close, they know about it now. So they're certainly going to send like the military, the Coast Guard, the Costa Rican Coast Guard, the Costa Guard.
You look good.
But cut that fucking stash, dude. But yeah, there's no way that they would be on this island that long. The Coast Guard wouldn't be on their ass. Oh, there's that Jurassic Park lighting, as usual. I was wondering when we were going to get some of that. Doing.
So I don't suppose that check you wrote us is any good.
All right, now,
Why wouldn't you have cashed the check before you left?
Dr. Grant says that.
well, what's the good of hiring an expert if we're not going to use his advice?
Is this a fucking sitcom?
Yeah, the camera.
Yes, the camera takes D batteries. Okay. Whatever you say. No, not yet. In reality, the sound will be like... Hi. Fucking Halloween display looking shit. Where the fuck is she running to? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that dude from 90 Day Fiancé who would always like run whenever he got scared, and he was like in the jungles of Brazil just like running away.
It's just not going to work. I need a minute.
Let's photograph for the next.
Don't do that again.
You're grounded. Oh, there's that Jurassic Park lighting again. It's nice that they're bringing it back. It feels comfortable, you know? Oh, for fuck's sake. Didn't we just tell these people not to make noise? And you're making noise now? Color grading is really interesting. It's kind of got like this grimy, dark green color to it. It's kind of cool because this is like a fossil of what these modern humans were doing. It's a nice little theme.
He's calling for help.
Oh, that accent was really New Zealand in that part. He's calling for help. Crikey. What the hell was with that camera movement? That was weird. Maybe it's because that scene was all CGI. Here's the thing. It makes sense for the raptors to be chasing them because they're about the same size. It doesn't really make sense for the bigger dinosaurs to be chasing after them. They should be chasing after these other big dinosaurs. Get into a tree. I did it in another movie and it was all right.
Oh my God.
He looks so sassy. Look at the way his arms are on his hips. There's some really weird camera movement going on in this movie. Like, it's like almost a little too fast. It almost looks like they did it slower and then sped it up in post or something. No! That makes no sense, though. Why would a dinosaur do that? Like, I can sort of understand. Oh, jump scare, right? Yep, of course. Oh no, it's the mist! CGI Thulu is going to be here any moment. Get to the chopper! It's a good thing dinosaurs hate smoke. I mean, they literally lived near volcanoes, but... okay, they're afraid of smoke. Whatever.
Together.
Together forever and ever.
I have to.
Yeah, put some D batteries in it, it'll be fine. Why are you using up your resources anyway? It doesn't make any sense.
You're Alan Gray.
It's my name, don't wear it out. A Crunch Bar. It's been a while since I've had one of those.
This is T-Rex P. How'd you get it?
You don't want to know.
Dude, Dr. Grant wants to know everything about birds. He would probably love to know about that. God, now I'm really in the mood for a Crunch Bar.
If he'd been with you, he'd be completely safe.
I don't know, that mustache. I don't think any kid is safe around this dude. You got another Crunch Bar, kid? I got some chocolate in my bedroom, but it's dark chocolate. Every now and then I buy some dark chocolate and I think, yeah, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna be one of those people who eats dark chocolate. And then I taste it and I'm like, why do people like this shit? This shit is disgusting. But I mean, I have a big bar in my room, so I'm gonna try to eat all of it, you know. Get my money's worth. That static shot. Marines, move out. Why has the Costa Rican government not arrested these motherfuckers yet? It makes no sense. They know they're there. Everyone's screaming. Oh, this music. This is like a shitty 90s romantic movie music or something.
I knew it. Boy, am I glad to see you.
Hey, come on, give me a hug and a kiss too, man. Come on.
On the plane.
The way it's looking at them. We'll use your parents as bait. Again, why is this giant dinosaur going after these tiny things? Like, a human to a big dinosaur would be like a Tic Tac to you or me. If I drop a Tic Tac, that motherfucker is staying on the ground. I'm not worried about it.
Please give me the bag.
It's got my Pokemon cards in it. They're
Not safe.
really rare. I just don't trust other people with them. It's nothing personal, Dr. Grant. Okay, that's a limited edition Togepi, all right? It's going to be worth a lot, trust me.
Some of the worst things imaginable have been done with the best intentions.
His New Zealand came out when he said bean instead of bin. That was pretty cool the way he disappeared into the fog. I mean mist. If they didn't sell T-Rex P at the theaters when this came out, I will be very disappointed. Oh, we got the timpani drums. Yeah, this shit's about to get real. Oh, and it's way foggier all of a sudden. Yeah, we're definitely... Oh yeah, here we go.
It's a birdcage.
It's heaven for me. That was pretty creepy. I will give it to the movie. That was good. I liked it. This is goofy though. Oh, the reverb. The reverb on the click. More reverb. Nice. Oh, I love that chord. So wait a second, Billy just knows how to paraglide for some reason? Even a parachuting expert would be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't think so. I get that he's trying to save a kid's life, but you would hit those rocks immediately. Oh, there's this, that camera movement is so weird.
Jump!
It's jump for your life!
Jump, boy! It's jump for your life!
A little Alfred Hitchcock vertigo shot there. It's okay, we got plot armor. He's gonna come really slowly.
Get him out of here!
Get this guy out of here! Like it's a fucking heckler at a comedy club. Get him out of here! Perfect form. Beautiful diving. I give that an 8.7.
Some sort of a signal. Build a fire or something. Something to see from the air.
They know you're there! Staying on that shot of her staring at him. I know that it's supposed to be like, oh, he's being proactive, blah, 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 but it just was weird and awkward.
You know what the last thing I said to him was?
I said, why are your straps so reverby?
Those that want to be astronomers,
Oh, God! The New Zealand came out with astronomers.
astronomers.
Sam Neill really said, fuck trying to do an American accent. You guys aren't paying me enough. I'm from New Zealand now.
Don't call the U.S. Embassy. They won't do a damn thing.
Call the Costa Rican government and tell them you're trespassing. I'm sure they'll come pick you up. They'll arrest your ass after that, but at least you'll be safe.
Take the phone to mommy now.
Oh, he said mummy, too. Of course, the New Zealand accent comes out again. That's convenient. This movie has no idea what it's doing, does it? Oh, damn. Again, this shit makes no sense. These humans are way too small for this dinosaur to care about. He would not go through all this trouble to get them out of this little container. That was some video game shit right there. Oh my god, the voice crack. Shut up, kid. God, you're annoying.
How do you know that she can help us?
Well, what do you know about pulling out? Oh yeah, we have to resolve this whole thing with the dinosaur eggs. Forgot about that part. This movie literally has no structure whatsoever. They're just kind of doing whatever. Like, yeah, let's have them run away from some birds. Let's have them run away from this thing that's a T-Rex, but actually bigger than a T-Rex. Let's have them steal some raptor eggs, too, because we have to have a raptor showdown at the end of every movie. And, of course, it's just like the second movie where they kidnapped the T-Rex baby and, you know, had a showdown with the T-Rex. He starts playing some Chuck Mangione. That doesn't make any sense. How did they find him? How did he get out of the fucking watery place? What if they hit the propeller? And of course they ended just the way they ended the first movie with a helicopter. And they kind of ended the second movie that way too, but they had like the T-Rex thing in San Diego. But they always have to just have a fucking helicopter leaving the island. That's how. What else would you do? I mean, come on. Why do I continue to expect creativity from these movies? Those are some beautiful clouds. The music felt really perfunctory. Did you notice that? Directed by Joe Johnston. Never heard of you, my dude. They had a bunch of writers trying to salvage this. Was it like produced by Spielberg, I'm assuming? No. Executive produced, maybe? Yes, okay, there we go. Which means he did nothing, basically. Okay, let's turn this off. Yeah, you know, it sucked, I guess. But it didn't suck nearly as much as I thought. Maybe that's because I had heard bad things about it and heard that a lot of people said the series kind of fell off at this point. So I came in with very low expectations. And I wouldn't say pleasantly surprised, but I was mildly surprised. It was at least watchable. I'll give it that. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. But you know what? I'll say something. I think this movie realizes it's a stupid movie. You know? With the first two movies, there was just kind of this air of like fake deepness almost. And like, you know, being very dark and very sinister and blah, blah, blah. And they were always trying to grapple with philosophical ideas, which they did that a little bit in the first movie and did it decently well. But in the second movie, they still tried to do it. And it just didn't work. It was just goofy as all hell. This one, they threw all of that out the window and said, people are watching these movies because they're dumb, goofy, corny action movies. Let's just give that to them. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that honesty. It doesn't mean it was good, but I mean, it definitely says something that this movie is, not including the credits, an hour and 25 minutes long. That makes perfect sense to me because the other 35 minutes are just like a lot of exposition, a lot of philosophical, whoa, why would you do this? Oh, you're blah, blah, blah. You know, all that shit. A lot of unnecessary shit. They said, let's just make a dumb movie about people running away from dinosaurs for an hour and a half. And they did. And it was decent. It was decently decent. It was watchable. I'm sure it filled a lot of seats. I'm sure it sold a lot of popcorn. And I can appreciate that. Again, I can appreciate the honesty. As for the quality of the movie itself, it wasn't good. It was, you know, it really wasn't exciting. It was, the characters didn't make any sense for the most part. I mean, Dr. Grant is great. I love Dr. Grant. But yeah, I just wasn't really scared by any of it, with one exception, which was the pterodactyl coming out of the fog. That was fucking freaky. That, to me, was on like Jurassic Park 1 levels of scariness. That was, it might have even been better. I mean, sue me if you want, but please don't sue me. I have no money. Yeah, I mean, that was just utterly terrifying. Really, really cool. So I appreciate that. But I mean, then they made it goofy by, like, you know, having them fly all over the place and pick up the kid. And then Billy came up and parachuted. Apparently Billy is a parachute expert now. I don't know. I also really didn't like that Billy survived. I know that sounds a little evil, but it just felt very cheap. It felt like they were just trying to tie everything up with a nice, neat bow. I feel like him dying it's a powerful, poignant thing. You know, killing a main character that is supposed to have plot armor is, it's a ballsy move, and they did not have the balls to do it. They said, surprise, he's alive, everything's okay. And also, I feel like because he stole the eggs at the end, or stole the eggs in the movie, him sacrificing himself to save this kid that he barely knew, that's a nice little redemption arc. I like that. I think that's a beautiful last thing to do in your life, is to save someone else's life. So he didn't need to survive after that from a story perspective. But I mean, again, it's a shitty movie, so whatever. It is what it is. The music was not nearly as iconic as the first movie, or even the second movie, really. But especially not nearly as much as the first movie. There are so many pieces of music, I think, from the first movie that you remember really well. And, I mean, they're just fucking earworms. Here, it just felt like a lot of the music felt very perfunctory, especially when they incorporated the original Jurassic Park theme. It just felt like they were just trying to shoehorn it in as much as possible. Also, it feels like they were using music a lot more. There weren't a lot of those, like, quiet, slow scenes with no music or minimal music that, you know, you saw a bit in the, or saw quite a bit in the first movie. There may have even been a little bit of it in the second movie, now that I think about it. But again, with as short as this movie is, it makes sense. You know, you can't have the quiet moments. You can't have the slow moments. You know, got to get in and out. Hour and a half, in and out, in and out. So that's fine. There was some really weird camera work that was going on also with, mostly in the CGI shots. It looked like almost like weirdly sped up. I don't know. I guess we'll take a look at it closer when in the edit, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, it was what it was, you know. It's a just goofy, shitty action movie, and yeah, I don't know. It was decently fun, I guess. Kind of movie I would like watch on an airplane if I can't get to sleep or something. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys dug this reaction, and I shall see you next time. See you bitches later. Bye.